Today on the net, China tightens its control over the internet. Barack Obama's time in office slammed by the Republicans. And a father has captured the first 12 years of his daughter's life on video. Hackers have regularly targeted Bosun.com in recent years, but last week the US-based Chinese information site was forced to move to another hosting service after being hit by a major cyber attack. Its founder accuses the Chinese authorities of orchestrating the attack, believing it's linked to coverage of the affair involving Bo Xilai, former rising star of the Communist Party, recently removed from office. The internet has indeed significantly amplified this political scandal, which exposed leadership conflicts within the Chinese government. With the absence of official information, the online rumour mill has been spinning at top speed, disrupting the secretive culture nurtured by Beijing. The authorities have tried to take control of the situation by arresting web users, closing down certain websites, and implementing further restrictions on social networks over the past few weeks. The internet censorship system already in place is extremely strict. The Great Firewall of China blocks access to some of the world's most popular sites, including YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Hacker group Anonymous has protested this policy by launching attacks on hundreds of sites at the beginning of the month, including government web platforms. Their welcome pages were replaced by this message, offering advice for Chinese web users on ways to get around the censorship. Over the past few weeks, the Republicans have stepped up their attacks on the current US President Barack Obama, criticizing his first term in office. The web is playing a major role in this strategy, with conservatives uploading smear videos openly attacking the incumbent head of state. 2 new anti-Obama campaign clips have recently been uploaded to the Republican Party website, the first denouncing the White House occupants' attitude towards influential interest groups in Washington. The president is accused of making a promise during his 2008 campaign not to collaborate with lobbyists during his time in office. The Republicans say he's not honored this promise. The second campaign ad claims Obama has not taken responsibility for any of the errors he's made during his 4 years in power and is always blaming his political opponents or the global geopolitical context. This video's been around for a while but is still doing the rounds on sharing sites. It criticizes Obama for always singing the same old tune, saying the president talks a great deal, but when all is said and done, has taken very little action. And Mitt Romney, Obama's likely opponent in November's presidential election, has been taking similar swipes. This ad was released on his campaign site last week. The former governor for Massachusetts explains that in 2008, Obama promised to bring progress to America, but in 4 years, the economic situation has clearly not progressed. The Mormon candidate hopes this observation will encourage electors not to vote Obama in for a second term. The International Olympic Committee has launched a new social media platform where fans can connect with their favourite athletes and former Olympic heroes. The site, the Olympic Athletes Hub, compiles Facebook and Twitter profile postings from hundreds of sportsmen and women who'll be participating in or have in the past competed in the Games. Web users can interact with them and collect points along the way, which will later be turned into prizes. The athletes won't be given entirely free rein, however, there are very strict guidelines. They won't, for example, be allowed to post videos filmed from inside the Olympic Village. Laurence Join, a history and geography teacher from La Rochelle in France, is using Twitter to help her pupils revise for their French baccalaureate. Students have to tweet their answers to questions posted either by her or their fellow classmates in under 140 characters and with no spelling mistakes. The idea is to make the whole revision process more fun and instill a more direct relationship between the teacher and her class. Will they be able to cover the entire syllabus in time for the end-of-year exam? We'll have to wait and see. People often say children grow up too quickly. Dutch dad Frans Hofmeester didn't want to miss out on one moment of his daughter's childhood, so he decided to film his little girl every week for the first 12 years of her life. A mammoth undertaking which he's edited down into this video. In under 3 minutes, we get to see Lotte grow from a tiny baby into a young teen.